Hi everybody, Radical Gardener. I know it's been a minute. Oh my goodness. I know I say that all the time. Okay, let me get this straight here. There we go. Whoa. I have got to get something that works a little better than this. Well, you can see I am back to my natural color. So what do you guys think, huh? If I don't have gray hair, I just don't see the point. So, yeah. I love it. I'm really happy with it. And it's low maintenance, so anything that's low maintenance. All right, so what have I been up to? Well, yesterday I was I was literally flat out on my back because the day before I was in the garden for 8 hours just going full tilt. And then I made a mistake of getting a massage at the end, which was my body just couldn't handle it all. I mean, it was just too much. Yes, the bird is telling you. It was really, really rough. I mean, yesterday was rough. So if I wouldn't have gotten that massage, I would have been fine yesterday. My energy level is just through the roof now. You know what I attribute that to the C60. But yeah, I mean, I pushed it, but I was okay. And then I got the massage and it totally crashed me and my face broke out. And so, it just taken me down to a really deep level, probably of detoxing once again. And, yeah, it was rough. It was just really rough. So, but I'm back, that's the thing. I mean, the next day then you'll be fine. And I feel great. And you can tell my skin's in even better shape. And that's because I went through another phase of detoxing. So I'm really pleased. It can be tough sometimes, but it's always worth it. I got a lot planted, but it's just, the weather is not cooperating, as you all know. See what the bird's doing to get attention? Mm-hmm. That's right, showbiz. My bird wants to be in showbiz. I planted some sweet potatoes, but right now I've just got them rooting in water under a grow light because, where am I going to put them? I mean, I've got them in grow bags and I'm moving things in and out, but, it's cold and you just can't have sweet potatoes in the cold. And like I said, I only have so much room to have them under grow lights. So I'm a little bit concerned. I don't have the greenhouse going yet. And I've got tomato plants sown and I've got green peppers sown. I've got tomatillo, little tomatillo trees. I've got that. I sowed all of that. And I'll take you out in the garage in another video. I'll show you everything that I did. But it better get warm because I don't know where I'm going to put things. We'll see. We'll see what happens, going with the flow. But once again, everything's growing. Even my parsnips are showing that, their little faces are coming out. I mean, it's just wonderful. I did so much work moving things around and clearing things up. We're getting ready to do a big planting on Thursday on the curb. We got a lot of herbs and things like that. I think I might plant that bird. I'm not quite sure. I was going to go out there today, but I got a long day of teaching and finishing up the audiobook tonight. So I'll get out there tomorrow. And let's see what else. What else? Oh, so we were going to talk about this sometime back about planting to the phases of the moon. So I went ahead and pulled that article up. And geez, oh Pete, what do you think? I'm going to send it to Solo. That's enough. So here we go. And the other thing I've really been into is just streamlining everything. I mean, I've been kind of compulsive in, organizing, like having all of my books like for emergencies and what have you on the same shelf. And I'm just really dialing things in. I'm feeling really compelled to do that while this is being sent to me, this information. Joe and I've been talking because we can really see what the weather is just going to be challenging. It just is. And so we're thinking that we're going to buy a little piece of property in Florida. Now, I know Florida is definitely going to have some weather problems, so believe me, I'm not in denial about this. But just where we can go back and forth, and, you know, if the weather looks like it's dangerous or turning bad or what have you, we can always drive up in 19 hours and get up to here in Michigan. If we feel like we don't want to be here anymore, we can, 19 hours, we can drive down to Florida. We might do that. Joe's actually being offered some work, and we're just seeing, you know, that might be a possibility. Plus, we do have a little bit of land in Albuquerque. So what we're thinking is maybe we'll just have a small trailer, and we'll, you know, have our house here, and maybe buy a little piece of property down in Florida and drive our trailer down there, and just have a little, little garden that we keep down there. Maybe same in Albuquerque. I don't know yet, but we're opening up the possibilities. Remember, you never know until you get there. This is just, I'm feeling a shift, and I don't know quite what it is. Maybe it's nothing, but my antennas are starting to go up a little bit, and because I am a gardener, I want more time outside. I want more time to garden. It's really, really, really important to me. It's how I'm grounded. It's how I connect. It's how I see myself. It's how I see who I am is by my connection to the earth. It is part of my mythology, you know, so to speak. So anyways, let me open up about Phases of the Moon. Of course, you all know that I do the Rudolph Steiner Calendar, but this is, you know, the calendar incorporates this. But this is a very simple way of doing things. Here we go. Let's open it up. Okay. Gravitational pull influences moisture in the soil. Moon phase gardening is an idea as old as agriculture, popular in folklore and superstition, honestly. But there are scientific ideas to back it up. Well, then you should believe it if it's scientific. The Earth is in a large gravitational field influenced by both the sun and moon. The tides are highest at the time of the new and full moon when sun and moon are lined up with Earth. Just as the moon pulls the tides in the ocean, it also pulls upon the subtle bodies of water, causing moisture to rise in the earth, which encourages growth. Now, what Rudolph Steiner knew is all the planets affected how vegetables grow, and that's why I use the calendar, because he takes in the entire cosmos. The highest amount of moisture is in the soil at this time, and tests have proven that seeds will absorb the most water at the time of the full moon. Planting by the phases of the moon will keep in rhythm with the alternating gravitational pull. Moon phase gardening considers 4 phases or quarters lasting about 7 days each. So that's pretty easy to remember. The first 2 quarters are during the waxing or increasing light from the new moon and growing up to the full moon. All right, so let's go to the new moon. At the new moon, the lunar gravity pulls water up and causes the seeds to swell and burst. This factor, coupled with the increasing moonlight, creates balanced root and leaf growth. So my mother always planted 48 hours before, during, and 48 hours after the new moon. That was her favorite time to plant. The first quarter is the best time for planting above ground, bearing annual crops that produce their seeds outside the fruit. Examples are lettuce, spinach, celery, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and grain crops. Let's go to second quarter moon. The bird. Oh, and macaroni was missing for a day and a night. We were besides ourselves. It's been a rocking and rolling around here. In the second quarter, the gravitational pull is less, but the moonlight is strong, creating healthy leaf growth. It is generally a good time for planting, especially 2 days before the full moon. Okay? Plant just before the full moon to get the benefits of peak moisture. All right, now let's go to the full moon. The third and fourth quarters are after the full moon, when the light is waning or decreasing and the energy is drawing down. The gravitation pull is high, creating more moisture in the soil, but the moonlight is decreasing, putting energy into the roots. This is a favorable time for planting root time for crops such as beets and carrots. All right? It is also good for perennials, bulbs, and transplanting because of the active roots. So remember that perennials and bulbs, great time to do it is the full moon. All right, moving on. Fourth quarter moon. In the fourth quarter, there is decreased gravitational pull and moonlight, and this is considered a resting period. This is also the best time to cultivate, harvest, transplant, fertilize, and prune. That's really good to know, isn't it? Wow. Okay, I love this. This is also the best time, going down, mow lawns in the third or fourth quarter. Oh, too bad I don't have a lawn. Now the bird's throwing his food around, just in case you guys weren't, paying attention to her. Use the water signs for deep watering of shrubs and trees. Learn how lunar planting affects gardening success. This is really cool. And they have a planting guide, you guys. So they have one too. So I will leave this link below. Let me get this. And let's go here. All right, so one of the other things I did, I don't know if you remember, but I'm going to take you for a little walk here. Here we go. And turn it around. Here we go out into the sunlight. It's adjusting. Anyways, you can see everything's getting green, everybody. See, it's all starting to grow. See, and then we're planting the curb on Thursday. Here come all the flowers. My pots really look beautiful, though. I can start cutting lettuce from them this week, right? But look at, remember I told you I found this on the side of the road? So I went and got pond plants, and we're putting the pump in today. And then when it warms up, we're going to put a couple little fishies in there. And so I'm going to hear like a little fountain going, and it's going to be right at my front door. Isn't that slick? Yeah. And I've got pond lettuce in there, so that'll fill out a little bit more. And an iris, all kinds of things. And then I also got some really nice ones for the back. It looks good, eh? Yeah, I did that yesterday. I was so exhausted, but it was worth it. It was worth it. I love it. I can't wait till we get the pump in. Yeah, so things are looking good. Got to get the burlap out from around the cherry tree. It's going to have to trust it's going to make it through this cool spring. You can see all the buds. Going to have flowers soon. Yep, it's looking good. Let's go back in, shall we? I also wanted to show you can see that things are really getting green back here. It's raining, so that's why I'm not taking you out there, but you can see that a lot of this is coming in. Rhubarb is looking beautiful, but all my plants are coming in. Whoops. That was weird. Wasn't that weird? Yeah, so you can see it's all coming in. Plus I planted the fire pit. I'm going to show you that. Just a minute. Making a stew in the there's Solo. You got a little tour of the house too. So I was just getting ready to throw out my fire pit. And I got to show you what I did. I hope I can pull this up quickly. Here we go. Yeah. Yes, I know, Solo. Isn't life great? Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this quickly. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. But I was getting ready to throw out my fire pit. Well, not throw it out. I would never throw it out. I was getting ready to gift it. And I look, and there's holes drilled in the bottom of a fire pit, you know, just to, who knows why. But there are. And so I thought, wait a minute, this would make a really good planter. Why am I getting rid of this? So I went up to the store and I got some plants and did a really pretty arrangement. And God, it just looks great. So now I'm on the lookout for fire pits because I think I'll put a couple in the front yard. They're low to the ground, which is really cool. God, you guys, did you know that Prozac is 94% fluoride? Think about that for a couple of minutes. All right. It really is worth it. Hang in there with me. Here it comes. All right. Almost. Okay. Not kidding. Here it comes. Here it is. Okay, so I want to show this to you. Okay, here we go. That's the fire pit that I did. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see if we can. There we go. There it is. And in between my chairs. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's what I did the day before yesterday. Yesterday I did the pond. It was too much of a crumple. But doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah. Really pleased. Well, anyways, you guys, I'll be back soon. I've got so much going on. I want to show you all the things that I've done and planted and where I put the imprinted crystals and all of that stuff. So anyways, Radical Gardener, from my garden to yours. May your garden always grow. And you know I'm sending you a ton of love, don't you? Okay. All right. Bye.